Now, whether you bought a C8 because you wanted to drive it hard and rally it around town, or you bought it because it's your garage queen, you keep it in the garage and you want to just take it out on a Sunday drive. Either way, if you enjoy it, your C8 gets dirty, okay? And this E-Ray is very dirty. Been caught in a rainstorm, it's been driven pretty hard, it has a lot of brake dust on the wheels. And in this video, what I'm gonna do is show you how to properly clean performance car wheels like on this Corvette E-Ray. Now, when it comes to cleaning performance wheels, there's a very specific type of wheel cleaner you wanna use because you get a lot of metallic brake dust that comes out of the brake calipers and from the brake rotor. So Adams Polish's wheel cleaner is the perfect product for that. It actually contains a raw chemical in it called thioglycolate, which breaks down metallic particles. It turns it purple and almost like melts the brake dust away from your wheels, making it much easier to clean. So anytime you have more of a performance car, say Corvette, Camaro, the wheel cleaner from Adams Polishes is the perfect product for that. Now, what wheel cleaner doesn't do a great job of is cleaning the tires. So every time you clean your wheels, you want to clean your tires because you want to get off the old tire dressing, because if you let it continue to cake on, what it does is it oxidizes brown. And so we want to clean the tires as well. So the perfect product for that is the tire and rubber cleaner. So we're going to use wheel cleaner to clean the wheels. We're going to use tire and rubber cleaner to clean the tires and the plastic fender wells. All of these products, wheel cleaner, tire shine, tire and rubber cleaner, and these two brushes all come in the wheel and tire kit. You can get that at ChevroletAccessories.com, or you can get it at your local Chevy dealership. Now, the first thing you want to do, you want to inspect the wheels. When I say inspect, I want you to feel the spokes. If they are very, very hot, you don't want to start cleaning them. So this cleaning process can't be done after you've gone out and rallied the car and driven it fast. If they're cool to the touch like these are, then you can get into cleaning them. We don't want to damage our wheels by cleaning them when they're hot. So these are good to go. Now, first thing what I like to do is I'm going to spray the wheel cleaner onto the wheels, because the wheel cleaner is a gel-like formula, and it was formulated like that for a specific reason. That's to allow the thioglycolate to dwell on the surface and start breaking the metallic brake dust down. So I'm going to spray this onto the spokes and the outer lip of the wheels. And then once I have it on there, I'll spray it onto the caliper. Then I want to focus on the barrel of the wheel, which is essentially from the front lip all the way to the back portion of the wheel. So I'll take this and spray it into the barrel of the wheels like so. So as you can see, the wheel cleaner doesn't immediately start running off. The gel formula sort of sticks and dwells to the surface, so it allows the thioglycolate in here to really start working. And what you can see here also is how the wheel cleaner is turning kind of reddish pink. That is the natural reaction of the thioglycolate breaking down the metallic particles that are in the brake dust. So listen, if you use any sort of wheel cleaner, mainly Adams Polishes, and it's turning the brake dust purple or pink, then you know it has metallic brake dust in it. And I would say most performance cars have that, okay? Like I said, Corvette or Camaro, you know, your wheels are gonna turn pink or purple when you clean them. Now, if you're more working on like a Silverado, or, you know, we've been working on a ZR2 off-road, those ones don't necessarily have performance brakes because they're not meant to go as fast as these cars. And so with that car, with an off-road vehicle, or maybe a standard SUV from Chevy, you know, using a product called wheel and tire cleaner, that's a great option for those cars. It really breaks down the larger tire sidewall. It breaks down the brown coloring, removes that, and also cleans the wheel all at the same time. So wheel and tire cleaner for a more stock OEM, maybe off-road type of vehicle, SUV. Wheel cleaner, standard wheel cleaner for a performance car like a Corvette or a Camaro. So what I like to do is I'll spray the wheel cleaner on, then I take the tire and rubber cleaner and I'm going to spray this onto the tire here and into the fender well. If you have carpeted fender wells, You don't need to spray this into the carpeted fender wells. Now, after I let this dwell for a little bit, I take my brushes that come in the kit, put them in clean water. I just have some clean water in here. And what I'm gonna do is I'll take this is called the wheel face brush. It's very soft synthetic bristle. And this is what we do to agitate the wheel face and the lip. And I try to get this into the lug nuts as well. And of course, the Corvette logo. We got to make sure that's clean. Now, one thing I will say about cleaning wheels is I think oftentimes the misconception is that cleaning your wheels and tires is separate from washing. But at Adams Polishes, we believe that cleaning your wheels and tires should be done every single time you wash your car. So if you notice, I don't have a bunch of water sitting on this car. I didn't blast the car down first and then start cleaning the wheels. The reason being is if I do that and I'm using hard water, I run the risk of getting water spots. So when you go out to wash your car, clean your wheels and tires first individually. So I'm gonna start here. Once I'm done cleaning this wheel and tire, then I'm gonna move to the rear driver's side wheel and tire. Then I'll move to the other side and kind of work my way back to where I started. And then once I'm here, then we can move into more of the washing with the wash pad and the soap and everything. But cleaning your wheels and tires every time is very, very important. And the main reason for that is because the metallic brake dust will actually start to adhere to the wheel surface. So if you don't clean it every time, it creates more work in the long run, which you need to pull the wheels and tires off of the car and then do a deep cleaning. But if you focus and do it every single time you wash your car, it makes sort of cleaning each time sort of the same amount of work. It's not as hard as if you just neglect them. So I like to clean each one every single time. After I knock it down with the wheel face brush, then I'll take the tire scrub brush, which is a more stiff bristle, and we scrub the tires. Because again, removing any tire dressing that went on here, or maybe some tire blooming, any sort of brown discoloration, we want to remove that each time. So the tire and rubber cleaner, sometimes it's a little windy today, so the product feels like it wants to dry a little bit faster than normal. I'll just give it another spray, another scrub. Okay, after you knock down the wheel face with the wheel face brush, I like to start cleaning the barrel of the wheel. And if you remember, I sprayed the product all the way into the barrel of the wheel. I would say probably most of the brake dust that gets caked on is back here in the barrel, and I'm using an angled wheel brush, which has a 45-degree bend. So this can go in and reach to the back of the barrel of the wheel like so, but I can also clean behind the spoke as well. So I'll take this, I'll clean behind each spoke like so. That like that. I can even clean like where the caliper is right here. Now if you notice, in certain spots where the caliper is, I can reach back there, but on this spot I can't. So what I'm going to need to do is, after I'm done cleaning each wheel and tire, I'm actually going to jump in the car, move it forward roughly 2 or 3 feet, and where the section of the caliper is right here, I want to move that up where it's exposed, where I can use the angled wheel brush and finish cleaning the barrel of the wheel. So I'll do that here in just a little bit, but for right now, let me get into cleaning the full barrel of the wheel. And what I'll also do is I want to touch the hat that's back here as well. So I'll take this and just run it kind of along this area, down in here, Now, another trick with the angled wheel brush, okay? With a performance car, there's generally not a lot of space between the fender and where the tire is. So it's hard to fit a bigger brush in here to scrub the fender liners. So I actually take the angled wheel brush and I can put this in here and actually hit the fender liners to agitate any loose dirt and grime that's in here. Okay, after I'm done using the angled wheel brush, I'll take my trim and lug nut brush. This is more of like a detailing type of brush. And I'll hit around the stem right here. I'll get deep into the lug nuts here. And I'll even agitate the brake calipers as well. So again, the trim and lug nut brush is just a little bit more for like the little details that you couldn't touch with the wheel face brush or the angled wheel brush. So there you go. Now that we have everything agitated, we'll take our pressure washer and we'll blast the wheel down and it'll look nice and clean. Now, I do recommend when it comes to cleaning cars is to use a pressure washer. It's one of the best tools you can have for your detailing arsenal at home. It does more work with less effort and it uses a lot less water. So really blasting things out of the nooks and crannies of the wheels, a pressure washer is ideal. But if you don't have a pressure washer, that's fine too. You can just use a standard garden hose, and at ChevroletAccessories.com and at your local Chevy dealerships, they have other tools like foam guns and things like that that you can utilize with your garden hose to clean your car and clean your wheels and things like that. So that looks so much better. You know, there was sort of like a layer of brake dust on top. And I would say this, when you look at wheels, you'll be driving down the road, you'll come to a stoplight, you'll look over and you'll look at someone's wheels and it will look brown. And everyone will be like, oh, my wheels are just dirty. There's a bunch of dirt on them. No, there's a ton of brake dust on them that's sticking onto the surface. And the reason why it looks brown is because the metallic particles from the brake dust are essentially turning to rust, and that's why it looks brown or orange on the wheel surface. So again, using wheel cleaner to clean them to get those metallic particles off is really, really important. So we got one down, 3 more to go, and then after that, then we'll start washing the car.